All right, so it's business as usual. I'm scrolling through Roblox trying to find cool items, and then I see this unreliable remote event. At first, I thought this was like some sort of late April Fool's joke, right? I mean, it's in the name, unreliable remote event. So we have a regular remote event and then an unreliable remote event. So, for example, right, if I make a script right now in the workspace, and then I have a local remotes and local unreliable remotes, and this is equals to game replicated storage wait for child unreliable remote event, and then this is equal to game dot replicated storage wait for child normal remote event, right? I'll just make both of them double quotations. And then if, for example, I were to send a message, so I'll make a local script inside starter play script, and I'll just copy these lines over here as well. If I do a thing where while wait 2 seconds, so if every 2 seconds I take remote and I fire to all clients, and then I take unreliable remote and then I fire to all clients as well, so unreliable remote fire all clients, and then over here I'll say remotes dot on client event connect function. I'll print out remotes fired like so. And then if I just copy this and then I do the same thing except for the unreliable remote, so unreliable remote, I'll say unreliable remotes fired. And then if I play the game right now, let's see what happens. Remote fired, remote fired. So both of them are firing, right? So what is going on? And after a couple of digging, I figured out like what the purpose of an unreliable remote event is. And all of it, so I'll delete the script, all of it boils down to how much almost like latency it uses, right? So in short, using an unreliable remote event will increase performance of your game. How remote events work, right, is that when you fire them, they send out like a message. They send out a ping to the server, right? And inside the game, so this is like a thing in any game, not just Roblox, right? There's a lot of things being sent. There's a lot of messages being sent, and sometimes like this message may just not be sent, right? So we like fire to the server, for example, but then because there's so many other messages going around and there's just so much noise, or like maybe some malfunction happens in the code, this just doesn't run. But Roblox has a system in place for remote events where it uses up like extra power in a way. Like I'm trying to use simple language, but it uses up extra like game performance, you could say, to ensure that the remote event gets its message through, right? And it does this by just checking whether the message made it over or not, right? And if it didn't, you just fire the message again. So that extra layer of checking, like it slightly lowers performance, right? And now you could say, okay, but like if it slightly lowers performance, then what's the point of using the unreliable remote event? Because the unreliable remote event does the exact same thing, except without that layer of protection. So if you fire the event, the game doesn't bother to check whether the event actually made it or not, right? So the event might make it, or the event might not make it. So at the cost of more performance, you're losing that reliability. The reason why you would prefer to use an unreliable remote event instead of a remote event are for things which don't matter much like in the game, right? So stuff like maybe like some particle. Maybe you have like a game that has a lot of trees, and maybe like a tree has some particle that like whatever, right? You press a button, some particle plays out. That stuff doesn't really matter to the game, right? And some people have games where they have like a bunch of remote events, firing a bunch of different stuff for things which don't matter much, like just some visual, right, which doesn't actually affect the gameplay. Um, and when you have a lot of remote events which do that, well, then you have this extra layer constantly checking, constantly making sure that okay, this event made it through, okay, this one made it through, okay, that does lower performance, right? So if you have a game with a lot of remote events for things that don't matter much, then you can switch them to be an unreliable remote event. Like very rarely you may have an event that just doesn't go through, and maybe like some particle isn't going to go through. In exchange, you get much higher performance. And again, this is only if you have like a bunch of remote events that don't like cover like important things. If you have like one remote event which does particles, then like it's not going to affect performance noticeably, right? Like, so if you replace it with like an unreliable remote event, you're not going to see a boost in performance. You're basically like getting that in exchange for sometimes your particles may not work. So this is only for games, again, where there's a lot of remote events that basically do nothing. I thought it was an April Fool's joke for a moment. I mean, like, come on, like remote unreal, like that just sounds funny. I don't know why. It's unreliable. Well, yeah, I deleted that. And we're back to basics. Thank you for watching.